Quick to let my jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad. But I'm past that with a NASDAQ. That's cash when the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's fast. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give it back, my bad. When the check hit the direct. You ain't getting too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Yeah. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Yeah. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
What you want, what you need, tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver, I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest, though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstated, your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You on the Christ when the breath on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm the sick in the head. Come on, come on. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Till the risk, I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest, though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Set. 60 outlaw. Recon. 132 fighter.
On first down, Riggs. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Look at me. Go on. Go on.
At the 47-yard line.
Go.
On second and 11 now. Marino. And that going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Yeah.
Check 56. Come on. You better bring it.
Leo, shoot.
Out of the gun, it's Marino. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
Ready? 10-2 stop. X3. 218, chop. Hey, 2. Undercut. Go. Get it.
Marino here from the gun. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll try the left side. Riggs. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now. 90 Wolf.
47. Hey, come on,
They begin with a run by Smith. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Down. 30 base.
Check, 47. Let's pick it up. It's out.
Ready?
On third down, Walker. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a fourth down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw him off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, oh, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense, 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Smith, and he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons we like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
At the Dolphins' 35-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch the run. My 52. Ready? Check. 52's the mic. Yo, go.
2nd and 6. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
22 jet bomber. Go.
They're going to look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Hayes. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 20-yard line. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone,
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Smith, and an alley to run. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Point after, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
80 weapons.
7-7, our score after 1.
18 Gator.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Hey, Foxtrot. 52. Pilot, 64, weak. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Ready? 60 or. Recon, 132 fighter. Squeeze. Hey, Steve 6.
On 3rd down, Marino. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Check. Hard. Hey, high 7. He's checking. Ready?
Indeed, they're going for it with Marino. And this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Let's go now. 8, read. 32's the mic. Watch the pass. Go. 52's the mic. 5.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Blitz coming in. and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defense.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
They'll run on first down. Riggs takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
15 line. 1-yard gain. Brings up second and 9 at the 25-yard line.
56, Mike, 56. Come to me. Alpha. We want it. Come to my world. Watch twist. Watch the twist. 56, Mike, 56, right there, right there. X3, 218, chopper. Hey, wahoo. Kill.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
30 base. 56. Get him. Now.
On second down, Riggs. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Bravo. Hey, Sam on. Yep. 2.
Now Marino. Going deep here for Landry. It's caught inside the 25. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Zipper. Hurry.
On second down now, it's Smith. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. And the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop him on third down. They'll drop the throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
It's fourth down.
Under 10.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And, boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone.
You better be afraid of me. You better.
On first down, Riggs. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Hey, Haywood.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Cowboys 16.
Yes. Bam. Rock it. Hey, Zoo. Fire.
On 2nd and 9, Marino. Flush to his right. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Set, ready?
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Go on.
From the shotgun, Murillo. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. From 6 yards away. The Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previous.
Through an opening, and there he goes. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. 83 yards as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point safely through, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does...
It's caught inside the 25. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about...
And he's into the clear. The 20, 10, And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are back within a single score. The extra point up and good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You just
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Down. 8, read. Let's go. Hey, Echo. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Let's go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Back to throw, and he's going to go down again.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And they hand it off to Dorsett. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I have to admit to a little surprise here. And then down in distance, I would have thought they were going to throw the football. Instead, they decided to run it. But give credit to the defense. They weren't fooled at all and held them to no gain.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jarvis Landry, 77 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Ready up. Hey, Charlie.
Single slot. Go nowhere, 22, go nowhere. Got double tight.
Go.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Pearson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Strong right. 4 down.
Go.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He finds Dorsett. It's complete.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. And to give this time to the tailback. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a 1st. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They'll run on 1st down. Walker. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They run again with Walker. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys are back within a single score. The point after is good, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drives, exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
Go, go. 5.
On 2nd and 9, Marino. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Yep. Hey, Alpha. Look at me. Go, go. Leo. Lee Griffin.
Now Marino operating with 3rd and long. Trying to lay one up deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up. Hey, alert 3.
Staying on the ground. This time it's Smith. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
Check. Squeeze.
They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Wake with a little wake-up call as he gets in there for the sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
It's taken to the 26. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings, the things that you have to do late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Mike, look at me. Zipper. Ready?
To throw is Marino. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave the... And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On the double.
Check that one, Mike 52 right here. Let's go. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Hit it.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Yes, yes.
Check 52 to Mike. Check 52 to Mike.
Back to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and an utter disaster as the ball's going to go over on downs at the 2-yard line. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could have fished. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
On the ready.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Chuck. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 40. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch, counter punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
Go.
55.
Buzz. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Now.
And Marino actually going to look to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1 yard line.
1 yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that